Welcome back everyone to your C++ tutorial. Today we'll be building a program that we can actually use rather than the small examples I keep giving you. So let's look at how to make a program that allows the user to enter 5 different numbers, then total the numbers for them, but then it has to use a while loop. I'll begin by giving you some programming tips. First, you start with the basics of your program and you do it step by step. I want to make a loop that runs 5 different times. I make a loop int x, set this variable equal to 1. This will be the looping variable, while x is less than or equal to 5. Before we go on, we can test this to see if the loop is working by printing something on screen. So cout x end line, x should print out on screen. If you want to add 1 to x each time, you would type x equals x plus 1. But you can also do it another way, which is quicker and easier, and that is just by typing x plus plus. It's exactly the same as writing x equals x plus 1. So that is actually where the name C++ came from. It was an old language called C, and they just added plus plus to it. We need to make sure that we have a working loop that runs 5 times. So we'll build and run this, and it shows the loop is working just fine. Okay, so this was just a test. We won't use it in our program. Now, we need to make a program so the user can enter 5 different numbers. As we know, the CIN is the way a user can enter a number. However, we probably need to store that number in a variable. So let's do that, but as yet we don't know the value, so we can't set it equal to anything. To enable the user to enter the number 5 times, we have to write CIN number inside the loop. So now the loop will run 5 times and the user will enter a number each time before the program ends. Now let's test the program to make sure it's working. 43, 54, 66, 2 and 3. Enter. Our program is done. So the loop runs 5 times and the user has entered 5 different numbers. So far so good, it's working. Next step is we want to find a sum of the total numbers. So now we need not just a number variable, but also another variable to hold the total of all those numbers. So type int total. By default, the total will be 0 as no numbers have been entered as yet. Then set total equal to number. But when you try to run it, it won't work. Reason being, if for example they entered 10 the first time, total is equal to 10. But if they enter 8 the next time, we will be expecting 18. But this isn't being added to total. The total is just being changed to 8. Instead of being 18, the total is just 8. So we need to find a way for it to work and make a sum of the total. Total needs to be the old total plus the new number. So now, whenever they enter 10, it will be 0 add 10, total is equal to 10. Then they enter 8. The next time, so 8 equals number. So 10 add 8 equals a new total of 18. So we can print something on screen like total recall end line. We'll now run the program to see if it works. 10 enter, 8 enter, 2 enter, 5 enter, 5 enter, and you get a total of 30. So what did we do? We first got a loop that worked. We then had the user enter a number, and then we did something with that number. The first number entered was 10. the total, which was 0 before, is now equal to 0 add 10, which means now total equals 10. The following number entered was 8, so the new total became 10 add 8, which was 18. The next number was 2, so 18 add 2 equals 20. Then the next number was 5, which equals 25. Then another 5, which totaled 30. So what it's doing is taking the new value of total and setting it equal to the old value plus the number entered. Then at the end we got a total of 30. Works fine. You can also test this to see if it's working properly by using some big numbers. So this isn't just how you would build a basic program, but it's also an example of why a while loop would be useful. Remember, whenever you're building any program, do it step by step slowly. Start with the most basic thing, and when that's working okay, continue to the next step and so on. Once you've mastered that, you can maybe move on a step and find the average of the numbers or find the product, etc. Don't try to build the program in one go. Do it bit by bit, step by step. That way, you won't get to the final part and have a whole load of errors come up. So that was the basics of how to be a good computer programmer and how to use the while loop in a useful way. So, until the next time, thanks again and bye bye.